A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. And we are underway in Buffalo. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Get this one across the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Haskins. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Haskins. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now it's Haskins. That's caught by McMahon. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. Oh, look at the juke. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Haskins to throw. And this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Here's Haskins out of the gun. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the fourth quarter. But here, it's happening early, a definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this first quarter already, and now after that completion, they're set up first and goal.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake. Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Both seven to Mike. Both seven to Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Man open, here is Crowder. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Operating from the red zone now. Allen on the catch. It's Crowder. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 3 yards the gain there, second down. They'll try the left side. It's Hines, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Allen going to try and keep it. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 6-0 our score after 1. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Oh, yeah, tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 5 wide. Kill. Turn up. Kill, turn up.
Half 85. Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Make it an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. Now Allen off the bootleg. Touchdown Bills! Devin Singletary with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. And oh, it's blocked. This is going the other way. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. 30, past the 20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A big play there on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. On play action, Haskins. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. Looking sideline, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Haskins going to throw again. There's Trimble, the tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. Flush to his right. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Allen going to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hines. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Davis. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Steps away to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Looking to throw, Haskins. That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Allen to throw it. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. All fumbles are caught. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Davis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On first down, Allen. And Diggs has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, watch the slant. Mike, check.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Now he'll escape to his left. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
From the gun, it's Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big gain there for the Bills.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
47 to Mike, boys. 47. Check.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Allen. Flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on third down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the first down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills draw a bit closer. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Haskins. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Again, he finds Moore. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins for Marshall. That's complete.
Complete to Terrace Marshall. A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Carolina.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Throwing again, here's Haskins. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. That catch good for only a couple.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And I think really good defenders can sniff out those screen passes. Just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the linemen are just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly. Got in there and made the play.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd down and 7.
Now Haskins. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Panthers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Point after try forthcoming. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Panthers 22, Bills 12.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and 11.
Here's Haskins.
There's Trimble, the tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On first down, it's Hines. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Throwing now is Allen. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now Allen. Incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Third time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Now Haskins, a pop pass to his wideout. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Haskins to throw. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
You got it.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree. Matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play